You know, both race and location confers a certain amount of privilege in America. I'm a cracker in Boise, Idaho, where white guys play tennis, so I can wear this hoodie. If my skin was a lot darker, I could still wear this hoodie here pretty safely. America's conservative, and historically, our population didn't include as high a percentage of immigrants as most other states. However, certain progressive elements, mostly within Ada County, have engaged human tragedy with a little love and empathy. Consequently, Idaho welcomes more refugees from war and poverty ravished lands than a lot of other places, at least when the president starts letting them in again. If I was black here in a hoodie in Boise, Idaho, minding my own beeswax, the cops don't have it out for me. If I was in Detroit, hoodie, dark skin, I'd have real reasons to be afraid. There are racists everywhere, of course. There are also mostly decent people who have attitudes or behaviors or ways of speaking that are racist because that's how they were raised or where they were raised. And they just haven't thought their old habits through yet. What's required is gentle and empathetic education sometimes. What works best if the proposed educator, say you want to explain something to a person, understands, if you can understand that there's a difference between outright hateful racism and people who are just ignorant and would be better if they learned better. In the same sense, there's a difference between racism, which always exists at some level everywhere, and systematic racism. Before there was so much cell phone video camera evidence, some white people probably didn't realize what their darker brothers and sisters had been telling them. There's a lot of videos being seen now of police officers, not all of them white, but mostly, doing unnecessary harm, even murdering minorities, mostly black. One political segment of Americans don't believe, or at least say they don't, that racism in policing is systematic. They can't say there's no racism, obviously, it's everywhere. But they advocate that racism or racist attitudes are not built into police departments and our society systematically. Another political segment of Americans say there's a lot about America that is, even now, systematically racist, and policing is one of the most potentially harmful examples of that because it's become obvious now with plenty of video evidence that a lot of black people in particular are being killed and hurt by police. Now, here is a thought experiment. Imagine if, for the past few years, a high percentage of black police officers around the country had been murdering white citizens, and we had that all on video. Imagine videos of dark skinned officers choking out, shooting multiple times, and in groups kneeling on the necks of white folks. How long would that kind of seemingly racist murder spree last? Months, years? Surely we wouldn't let that happen for decades, right? How about mathematically? 61% of Americans, approximately, are non Hispanic Caucasians. That means, in a non scientific sense, because there's only the human race and all other ideas of race within it are fictional classifications. About 39% of Americans, us, are minorities. If unnecessary police violence against all citizens, regardless of skin color, is not racist, there should be about 6 videos of cops victimizing white people for every 4 videos we can find on YouTube or wherever of cops beating up or killing black people or minorities. If American law enforcement is not systematically racist, where are those videos? That's all I'm asking. Actually, I'm also asking for peace. Peace.